everybody! I am Swingtime, and I'm really extra pumped tonight. I am here with Circe. Circe, welcome!
Hi, thanks. I'm excited to be here.
So we're both excited. We get to cast a match for teams that are in our own division. So, you know, real friendly division. So we feel like we know a lot of these players already. So this is Div C West, and we've got Arrogant Nephalem versus PsychoSwarm tonight.
Yes, it's going to be a really, really good matchup. I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, for sure. And so the first map we're going to be going to is Infernal Shrines, which is the map pick for Arrogant Nephalem. So Shrines is a pretty common map in our division, I feel like. Everybody goes there.
People love the shrines. They like to get those minions. It's the John Cena.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
I mean, obviously.
That's totally the only reason, for sure.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you know. I thought that their map bans were interesting. I liked that PsychoSwarm banned Tomb of the Spider Queen. Apparently, this is the 11th time in a row that they have banned that.
11th time is a charm.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they are like, they just say no to Tomb of the Spider Queen. Arrogant Nephalem banned Cursed Hollows. They do not like to go for the tributes. So,
yeah, I can understand that. It's not my favorite map either, so I can
love
understand
that map. Love everything about it.
All right, so it looks like the teams are ready.
Excellent.
So I am going to go ahead and launch this game. We can get right into the action. And also I wanted to say hello to the people who are already here to watch this match with us. Excited for you to be here.
All right.
Okay, so we've got first ban and pick on the side of PsychoSwarm. What do you think we might see coming out as the first ban?
Well, you know, so on this map, heroes like Sonya, Dahaka, they get a ton of value. So we could see something like that. We could also say Stukov if they don't want to deal with the silence. I'm not really sure what Arrogant Nephalem plays. I do know PsychoSwarm has a player. Oh, Hanzo. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Arrogant Nephalem plays Hanzo quite a bit. So it looks like PsychoSwarm has done their homework.
Yes, and there's that Stukov ban because the silence on shrines is just huge when you're going over that point. So
we just had a balance patch, like just a couple of days ago.
Right?
Do you think that we're going to see changes in the meta from that, or do you think people are still kind of, you know, getting used to the adjustments?
You know, I'm not really sure yet just how much that's going to change the meta. There are some characters that got some interesting changes, but the niches that they fill, I don't think were significantly changed. I mean, Phoenix is still incredibly powerful, even with this teleport nerfed. Sonya, her spear is less poisony, I guess, but she's still just fantastic on maps like this. It'll be really interesting actually to see how the meta changes once the next Heroes season rolls around and the new bans come into place, but I don't know that we're going to see a big shift yet from the changes that came through.
Right.
But there are definitely some interesting changes, and it makes some things a little bit more viable, maybe. I do love seeing the Garrosh.
Yeah, Garrosh is... I hate playing against Garrosh. I hope nobody's scouting me right now because, oh my god, I hate it with a passion.
And there's the Diablo and the Dahaka, which Dahaka is just fantastic on this map.
Yeah.
These are the number 7 and 8 teams in our div, so they are definitely looking to, at a minimum, draw, and hopefully, you know, one of them, I'm sure, is wanting to win to kind of help secure their playoff spot a little bit better.
I would say this is a pretty critical match for both teams.
Yeah.
They going into next week where we only have the one match. Yeah, they need these points to make sure that they're gonna make the playoffs.
Right. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. So shrines here, you know, PsychoSwarm with the Garrosh, they are definitely setting themselves up for some picks and mouthfeel.
I love that pick. I love that pick into Diablo. I play a lot of Diablo, and I hate seeing Malthael on the other side. It just hurts so bad.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. We met a Malthael up close earlier this week. It was a very uncomfortable experience.
Good times were not had by all. That's for sure.
I think the Malthael had a ton of fun.
He's like, woohoo!
He had a party going on, but it was a party for one.
So we have the Uther coming in for PsychoSwarm. You know, I haven't seen a lot of Uther in games that I've cast, so that's kind of interesting.
You know, Uther is incredibly great against burst comps, and my guess is they're thinking with the Diablo and the Dahaka that they're going to be looking at things like, you know, Li Ming, Chromie, Kael'thas that can really put out a lot of damage. You know, Maev maybe blow someone up, and Uther can really save people with that. He does have a little bit of trouble with sustain fights, and sometimes the shrines, they can get a little long, but they're not as long as, say, Volskaya is. There's a time limit. 40 minions get hit, and that fight is over no matter what happens. Yeah. I mean, they might continue fighting, but it's over.
That's a good point. And also, they do have that point and click stun to follow up on the Garrosh throw as well.
Yeah, the Garrosh was part of these recent balance changes, and I haven't really seen him played since that happened. So I know that they changed the way his stun works, and they increased the slow a little bit. So that's going to be so that he can catch people a little easier. Mm-hmm. So that'll be interesting to see how they chase. I'm going to bet that they're looking at a ban on a healer.
Yeah, so we have a Gul'dan ban on the side of Arrogant Nephalem. I mean, Gul'dan's solid on this map for sure. Lots of dots. They probably just didn't want to get double dotted up between the Malthael and the Gul'dan.
Yeah, and I was going to say Malfurion would be my guess for the ban because the roots, once again, much like Stukov with his silence, is as annoying. Malfurion with the roots can be problematic.
So
doesn't want to be held in place.
Both healers that have been like the meta healers for quite a long time have been banned. So I'm interested to see what healer Arrogant Nephalem decides to go with here. You
know, Lucio is still really, really good, particularly in this environment. Morales, if she has a good front line, can be really hard for them to get to. Rhaegar is still really popular and can definitely, you know, save people with his
Ancestral. Yeah.
Thank you, Ancestral. I am a huge
I knew where you were going.
I love when the fairy dragon comes out. I'm not sure that she's great against a Malthael, but I do love when the fairy dragon comes out.
Yes,
really, of course,
I know
also
that you're a fan
really
of fairy
popular.
dragons.
What was your first clue? Kael'thas and Ragnaros. So they're holding off their healer pick for a while, and there's a lot of fire. There's the Lord of Fire, the raid boss of fire, and then the other raid boss of fire.
You're like, raid bosses of fire, all in our faces here.
There's going to be a lot of fire.
Yeah, I've seen Ragnaros played on this map before, where, you know, it could be really interesting when he jumps in that fort, you know, and starts dropping fire from the sky, like all over everybody in the shrine.
Yeah. This is a great map for Ragnaros, really. Between the his wave clear is just so good. The one thing that I hope is that when he takes his ult, he doesn't take Lava Wave. I really want to see the smash.
Yep.
You know, it's so good in team fights, and the wave is great for if you want to drag a game out. That's what the wave is good for. It drags games out. It buys you a little more time, but it doesn't win you the team fight. It doesn't win you the objective or the game.
Right.
We have Junkrat and Jaina. All right. We have fire and ice here facing off.
Super interesting. Yeah. Okay.
The Junkrat is an interesting choice. I feel like it kind of offsets the Malthael a little bit. Malthael wants to be all up in the business, whereas Junkrat is all about displacement. So that's going to be interesting to see how they kind of manage that so that they don't displace and save someone accidentally.
I kind of see why they went with the Uther now, because they do only have the one warrior, but Uther can be up there like toward the front line as well.
Yeah, Uther's kind of your bruiser. He's like a bruiser healer.
Yeah,
Or
so it makes
tells me.
a little more sense now seeing their last couple of picks.
Yeah. And they've got a lot of poke. Junkrat's range is just ridiculous.
Yes.
I still think Lucio is actually a really good pick here. I don't know if they're going to go for him, but I think that shield would help. Look, there it is.
Yeah. Well, and not only that, but also the speed boost. Like if somebody gets thrown, he might be able to save somebody, you know, like giving them that speed to maybe escape. Maybe.
Right.
We'll see.
Or give the speed to go in and catch someone.
Yep. Yeah, to get back on the Junkrat. And does it offset some of that slowing from Jaina then? I guess it would, right?
I believe the speed boost does. Yeah, that's my understanding. Is the speed boost will offset that.
So what do you think? What are your thoughts on which draft you prefer?
You know, I like Arrogant Nephilim's draft a little better. I think they have a lot more control with the Diablo stuns, the Dahaka Tongue, the Kael'thas stuns. However, I think that PsychoSwarm has the better poke. So it's really just going to be, can PsychoSwarm keep up with the wave clear that Arrogant Nephilim has, and can they poke enough to win those team fights? Right.
Well, we'll definitely be talking about that some more. For now, let's go ahead and introduce the teams. On the blue side, we have Arrogant Nephilim. We've got Trade playing the Lucio, Dekiladin on Ragnaros, Kael'thas played by Mig. That's just how it seems like I should say it. Segatai on Diablo, and Kime playing Dahaka.
And on the red side, we have PsychoSwarm with Cheese Sticks on the Jaina, Magic Walrus on the Malthael, Cars and Guitars on the Garrosh, Cujo on the Junkrat, and I can't see that name over the other thing. Oh good lord.
That's why I always cheat and just tab and pull it up. Because
there was text over it. I have no idea how to say your name, Uther. I'm really sorry. You're just going to be Uther all night.
That's fair. Oh, wow. Yeah. I see what you're saying now. Uzklazuva.
Call him Zuva.
Yeah. Maybe someone in chat can
tell us how to say that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I see in chat someone says there is a 0%
chance at
Smash.
Oh,
I'm guessing he meant to say Smash.
Yes.
That he does not believe that there will be a Smash.
Yeah, I know, but we can dream, right? Let us dream.
So it looks like Arrogant Nephilim is choosing to do the 4-man rotation, while PsychoSwarm is a little bit more about the 3-1 right now.
Mm-hmm. Do you see anything interesting in the level 1 talents here? Mana Addict for the KT.
They look pretty, Lucio went the quest talent, which I don't actually see done a whole lot. The kill 5 enemy heroes while crossfade speed boost is active. That's not one I see very often.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, everything else looks pretty.
Ooh, Dahaka in trouble up here. May. Oh wow, that was close. Oh wow, and Malthael got a little greedy and took some tower shots.
I hate when you go in for the kill and then kill yourself.
Yeah, especially, you know, I'm sure he was thinking that he definitely was going to have that kill on Dahaka.
Yeah,
so that's
and the
even
trade
more
would have been
disappointing.
worth it. But...
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, Arrogant Nephilim is taking their camps. They're wanting to get ahead on that pressure game.
Chat is just about caught up with our name attempts, so let's see if somebody...
if somebody knows what to say
knows how to say it.
Malthael is on those bruisers early.
Wow.
He is,
interesting.
You know, it's not a bad choice. Look, Garrosh is going to come help him a little bit.
Yeah, he's getting a little low there, Magic Walrus.
You know. I mean, timing-wise, those don't die. So Dahaka's going to have to kind of hang there and clear those up and be late to the shrine.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Arrogant Nephilim is getting the camp bot as well, but those are a little bit easier to kill than the than the constantly spawning puppy guy.
Yeah, so Kime on the Dahaka is going to go ahead and clean up those bruisers up top and then be able to join the team. So that's just what you were talking about, how great Dahaka can be on this map.
Yeah, he definitely can be really good. Meanwhile, PsychoSwarm is getting a nice little head start on this shrine. Malthiel's taking the time to clean up the camp, so he's not quite there yet.
All right, so now we've got 5v4. So Arrogant Nephalem is going to back out a little bit, and I'm sure they'll have the Dahaka come down. Either that, or I know another strategy can be, you know, maybe poke a little at this first objective, but don't stress it too much.
We have a giant rag. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, Junkrat
is
on fire.
down.
And we're going to see a lot of fire this match.
We are.
So.
They landed a stun on Garrosh, but they didn't have any follow-up there. Magic Walrus is going to need to move away.
Yeah, so there was that molten core we were talking about, and you guys just got a taste of how much havoc that can wreak, like in the middle of that shrine. And it did allow Arrogant Nephalem to pick up the Punisher.
It did. Dahaka did come down. They were able to finish out the Punisher. And now Dahaka's going to go back to soak mid. While Arrogant Nephalem pushes. Garrosh is going to take that stun because he can.
Oh, we've got Uther.
Oh, Uther is in trouble for sure. Where was he going?
He got, you know what, he got thrown and shoved into the wall by Diablo.
Oh, I see. And now Garrosh is getting thrown around too. That Diablo is really slamming things around.
Terrifying.
Oh, no.
All right, well, the first port goes down, and that's pretty good with the first Punisher. You know, typically, you know, a lot of times you only get that front wall there, so a nice, strong push right from the get-go here from Arrogant Nephalem.
That's definitely a good start. They've got to be happy with that. They're up of almost 2 talent tiers already. Oh my goodness, Junkrat is caught out again, and he is going to fall.
You know what, PsychoSwarm is going to need to adjust for Segatai's Diablo play, because right now it's looking really, really strong.
Yes. The Lord of Terror is scary indeed. I like how he's, you know, anchoring for his team. He's going to go back in the lane. That does leave the people on the camp a little bit vulnerable, but he's keeping a close eye on them. Malthiel, meanwhile, has taken that camp all by himself.
Malthiel could be in trouble if Arrogant Nephalem goes for the invade, but they don't. They just head up to the middle lane.
They are not invading yet, and looks like they are not going to.
So in the chat, Raxrax says, Anne will have to play very carefully against Malthiel, yep.
Yeah, certainly once they hit level 10s, especially Malthiel can, you know, can do some damage.
Which just is happening here on the side of Arrogant Nephalem. So Arrogant Nephalem has quite a healthy experience lead at this point.
Indeed.
Let's see what they do here. So it's gonna be Lava Wave.
No!
Sorry. The dream is... Oh, we got a gate coming up on Dahaka up here.
Oh, Dahaka is in a lot of trouble. That throw was on point.
Diablo helping out Kime.
Trying to, but I don't think that it's gonna matter. I'm pretty sure this Dahaka is dead.
Yeah,
yes, he is.
That was unfortunate.
It is, and now the Diablo ult is down for 90 seconds. That's a big ult to try to save someone. Sometimes you just gotta let your friends go. Yeah,
it's true. It's hard to do, but yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's take a look at the other ults on the side of Arrogant Nephalem. We've got Sound Barrier for Lucio. We've got Phoenix for KT. Apocalypse, which we've already seen from Diablo, and then Isolation for Dahaka.
Yeah, you know, I see a lot of Isolation lately, and I don't play a ton of Dahaka, so I'm not, you know, I'm not necessarily a Dahaka expert. However, I do think that his heal is just incredibly powerful, and I really would like to see more of it in use. I don't, you know, Isolation is great. For example, if Garrosh's side had the Dahaka and had an Isolation, you flip someone, you isolate them, and now they don't even know where they're going. They're really, really dead. Uh-oh, Dahaka has left the game.
We have a DC. So we will wait a moment and see what's going on. We've got to pause.
Yes, we do.
All right, so this will let us let me catch up a little bit on chat here. So we've got Tigerfish8 saying fire is cool. I see what you did there. I like it. Then MNC Dover says Uther must have misclicked. He walked right into the enemy team. Oh, that's when we were talking about how he got shoved out by Diablo. And Rax was impressed with getting a forward and 2 picks off that first Punisher. And yeah,
I mean, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So, level 10s are just now happening for PsychoSwarm, which should definitely get them on point. They're not terribly far behind. There's only 1 fort down.
We're back.
And we are back in business, so that's good. 1 fort, their walls are down. But it's definitely not
dropping again.
Oh my.
Awkward.
Poor Dahaka. Not having the best game ever.
I know. That is a little rough. So, PsychoSwarm in a pretty good spot here. They've got all 5 members. They're able to get on the shrine and get working on it.
Yeah.
I think Arrogant Nephalem is thinking they're going to get Dahaka back here fast enough to still re-engage and have a shot here, because otherwise I would think we would have seen him splitting off to lanes.
Yeah, it looks like they wanted, they took their camp, they have it pushing in on the fort now. And now they're going to go ahead and make their thing. He's up on the fort. Molten Core is going to be doing tons of damage. The Punisher has already gotten, though. Like, they waited way too long to engage.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they should have just...
poor Dahaka is once again in trouble. He is going to go down again.
Oh, no. Poor Dahaka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would have maybe soaked a little bit more and just kind of gave that one, But we'll see what happens here. I mean, it's going down pretty quickly. They've baited it back safely.
They have.
Here comes Lava Wave.
One of the hardest things with this is they don't really have a lot of range. They've got Dahaka, they've got Diablo, they've got Ragnaros. Their only ranged is Kael'thas, and so that makes it really hard to do things like get the Punisher. But that being said, they did a great defense. PsychoSwarm didn't even get a fort off of it.
Yeah, that Lava Wave was perfectly timed. They are going to go,
and they are just going to invade on their camp and take it really fast.
Yeah, so let's talk about the heroics chosen on the side of PsychoSwarm. So we've got Ring of Frost for Jaina, and Malthael did go Last Rites, which is pretty much the common heroic right now for Malthael. We've got the Taunt coming out of Garrosh, and Riptire for Junkrat, and Divine Shield for Uther.
Yep, so pretty typical.
I'm always worried for Dahaka now.
I know.
We've got 2 in the lane up here, but Kime has good vision on both of them, so should be able to stay safe.
Look, 4 of them are coming up. They are all, they want themselves some more Dahaka.
Yeah, but I think Dahaka may have wised up to their shenanigans. So
it seems that way.
We'll see.
Junkrat's just going to throw his damage out. Arrogant Nephalem did go ahead and grab that camp bot, so PsychoSwarm's going to keep it going. But PsychoSwarm's doing a little bit better job keeping pressure on the map in general, which is good. Dahaka can kind of safely soak for a little while they have vision on that enemy team. Taking down those well towers, the wells are always good, because when the shrines spawn, if your enemy can't get to a well to tap, that gives you a definite advantage there. Oh, but Dahaka! Run, Dahaka, run!
Go, Dahaka!
Okay, he's gonna make it out safely.
So we are on even talent tiers now, but Arrogant Nephalem's still keeping about a level lead.
Yeah, they're definitely keeping ahead just a little bit, which will come into play when they have 16s. PsychoSwarm is continuing to keep up the pressure as best they can, getting their camps. Unfortunately, they just haven't really been able to make that pressure go anywhere. Arrogant Nephalem just has a superior wave clear, and they are using it to their advantage. They've got a fort down, they've got all the walls down on the forts. Meanwhile, they have only lost 1 gate.
Yeah. Metal and bot are both very healthy.
Yeah, so, and this shrine that's coming up bottom, Arrogant Nephalem, run I believe, in a lot of trouble again. But his team is there. Yep. That is an excellent, excellent Apocalypse.
Apoc, Last Rites came out as well. There's Phoenix, Riptire.
Riptire doing lots of damage.
Segatai is gonna fall, but I think he probably had souls. Yep, he did. So he'll be back.
He did. He has souls, so he's coming back. So it's not a big loss. Hopefully, Arrogant Nephalem, yeah, they get that cleared up. They can all get to the shrine about the same time so that PsychoSwarm doesn't get a big lead again.
Yep.
Although Dahaka is opting to kind of walk that camp in just a little bit top. They may be trying to see if they can get that fort and pop 16.
Yep.
Are they going to give this shrine?
No, I don't think it's a horrible idea. I see what they're doing there. I mean, I wonder if Dahaka's going to burrow in as soon as that fort goes down. We'll see.
I mean,
there.
It is a mortar shrine. I mean, a mortar, so it's not, it's not like it's an arcane punisher or even the frost one. It's not. But still, that's an interesting choice. I mean, they will hit 16s here.
Yep.
In time for this punisher to come up. It's an interesting choice, though. Junkrat's going to have to back to deal with that camp.
Comes Molten Core to defend the punisher.
Right, which is part of why PsychoSwarm is having such a hard time getting anything more than gates down.
I mean, the same thing is about to happen. That the whole gate didn't even fall.
Yeah.
Good defense by Arrogant Nephalem there.
Oh, Dahaka is in trouble once again.
Oh no.
He is he's having a hard time with his pathing.
Do you think that wait. Hold that thought.
They're going to come in and invade this camp. Really, Arrogant Nephalem just needs to back out and give that camp up. There's nothing to be gained by fighting that. Even with the talent tier. I think that the Dahaka, he's doing fine, but he just really needs to be a little bit more aware of his movement in bushes. He's going to move faster when he's in bushes. And where he's pathing when he can't see the enemy team. I think he's just a couple of times forgot to kind of look on his minimap and see if you can't see the enemy team, you need to assume that they are, looking for you. Yeah.
That's a really good point, especially on a hero like Dahaka where you're going to be soloing a lot. The whole point is, for you to get that extra soak. So if you go down, it does make it, a little tough.
Yeah.
But, like we said, Arrogant Nephalem's still doing fine on experience.
They are, and building-wise, they're still ahead. I mean, they haven't, that top fort's going to fall soon, but they haven't lost a fort yet. They have 2 forts down for PsychoSwarm, so they're doing fine. It's just as this game goes on, they've hit 16s now on both teams. 16 is a nice power spike for everybody,
Yeah, so speaking of that, we've got...
Jaina's taking the root, so now they've got an extra root over on the side of PsychoSwarm.
Oh wow, the Junkrat's going to be able to poke forever with endless nodes at 16.
Yes, he is. He's just going to poke for days.
So it's interesting, we were talking about that Lucio quest, and it's still not complete. The maximum tempo quest, so that's a little too bad.
It's not. He has only been there for 4 of the 5 kills, so he missed one of the enemy kills, so it's not quite complete yet.
Right.
It'll be a nice boost once it is complete. I've just never actually seen it taken before.
The domination's huge, of course, for Diablo at level 16. Garage, pretty well forward, but is gonna back out just fine. We did get the Phoenix out.
Yeah, that top camp is going to be heading towards the fort of Arrogant Nephalem, and definitely could easily take it out, but they're debating if they should go clear it. I really think they should just get on this shrine. I don't think they need to worry about that camp. They have plenty of space. That fort is just a lost cause. And it looks like they are going to go ahead and go in on it after all.
Yep, so here we go. Big fight incoming. APOC going out.
Great APOC landed on... Oh, but that Ring of Frost on 4 of the members. Well, 3 of the members.
Barrier coming out from Lucio. Diablo is going to fall. Did not have souls that time.
Malthiel is just wrecking into that team.
Yeah, I see that.
PsychoSwarm is doing a really good job spreading out.
Yeah, KT was getting some good damage on Malthael and Garrosh, but wasn't able to finish anybody off. So this is going to be another Punisher going over to PsychoSwarm.
Right. Well, and so the thing about Kael'thas is he does a ton of damage, and, you know, to an extent, you know, he's going Living Bomb build, so there's a chance for finishing, but really, Ragnaros is kind of the finisher for that group.
Yeah, KT's softening them up, but the kills likely are going to come from the Rag. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Or the Diablo.
Or the Diablo, because Diablo.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so we've got a bait on the Punisher. This is an arcane Punisher, which is always really scary.
Is there a way for us to know how long he has on Molten Core?
Oh,
or not?
There he goes!
There it is! There it is! I think it should be
Good question.
soon.
I think there must be. We'll have to take a look.
Garrosh has been a fair bit of damage, but I don't think they're gonna... Oh, they are gonna chase him.
Oh, wow.
The thing is
it's
a Garrosh.
Yeah, combination of big single target heals from Uther.
Mm-hmm.
Did that Punisher take out Ragnaros? I think it did. Either that or the little, you know, arcane beam things.
Yeah, I was watching the Garrosh chase and did not actually see what
Same.
happened there.
All of a sudden I was like, what do you mean Rag is dead? What happened?
Well, Jaina also died, so, you know, Rag and Jaina are both dead.
Rip.
PsychoSwarm is going to go ahead and back their pushing. They are 20 on even talent tiers now. They are also even on buildings because both middle and top have now fallen for Arrogant Nephalem. So they are now on the same side. Is PsychoSwarm going to go up and try to invade? It doesn't matter because they got the camp and got out.
Yeah, and I think they're going to get the bottom fort,
I don't like Dahaka's placement. Back away, Dahaka, back away. Oh, he did. Good.
Yeah. Yep, he's like, nope, not this time.
Not today.
I thought they might lose that bottom fort, but they are able to save it.
Oh, I mean, it's dead. It just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got the camp cleared up here up top by PsychoSwarm. So, both teams just kind of waiting for the next...
Just kind of in a...
Yeah, I mean,
pattern.
The camps are all claimed, so...
Yeah, they just have to kind of wait. The thing you have to decide right now is, do you want to try to force a fight, or do you want to wait for the next shrine? Because if you force a fight, particularly if you're Arrogant Nephalem and you force a fight right now, well, you're losing at least one keep and possibly the game.
Yeah.
Even without a Punisher, because they have a keep that is so low. You know, PsychoSwarm does have the gate down on their top keep, but their middle keep and their bottom keeps have, you know, no damage to them at all. So, you know, the win condition right now is a little bit in PsychoSwarm's favor, but not enough so that a team fight on either side wouldn't change that, you know? Right. But right now they're just carefully avoiding one another.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about not timing that bruiser.
PsychoSwarm is offended by that fort's presence and they want it gone.
Oh, yep, and we knew that was going to happen soon. So
yes.
there
they were like, they were tired of the fort pretending it was not yet dead.
So now we actually have structure damage in favor of PsychoSwarm. PsychoSwarm has been able to kind of hold off Arrogant Nephalem, who really took a big lead at the beginning with the structure damage.
Indeed, indeed, and you know, the Dahaka is doing a great job with soaking. He unfortunately has been caught out.
Look what we've got going on here. They're gonna give for the keep. They're gonna go for this keep.
They are. They are gonna give up that Punisher and go for the keep.
Oh wow!
Now, PsychoSwarm is gonna back up. They're gonna leave Junkrat on the shrine, and the rest of them are gonna back to try and defend. But that keep is gonna be gone.
Yeah, that was an interesting call.
Oh,
and here we go, Molten Core.
Look at Rag. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, the damage.
That damage onto Jaina, she's gonna just fall. Malthael is isolated and off to the back.
Garrosh
is gonna fall, I believe. He should, yes he will. And
oh
Uther.
My goodness.
And this is gonna be Arrogant Nephalem.
Is this game?
this should be able to be game. Although Malthael is back.
Uther has redemption. I don't know whether he's used it yet.
He's back as well. He did. He's also back. So it is a 3v5. Lucio's taking a lot of damage. Just popped his shield.
Malthael getting low.
Malthael is getting low, but so's Lucio. They might just decide to back out.
I don't think they can end now. Not without their healer, I don't think. Look how low they are. Oh, good.
They are low. Oh, that tire! Yeah, and Kael'thas is also going to fall, and this might actually...
No way.
Turn around.
No way.
Kael'thas is going to live. Diablo did have souls, so he's back up.
Is this going to... Can PsychoSwarm get up here and take out one of these keeps? And
they can absolutely take out a keep. I don't know if they will have any better success ending. Their Garrosh is still not there. Jaina is way behind.
Yeah.
They should at least get this keep. Honestly, I probably would have gone for the mid keep, but they probably will get both the bottom and the mid keeps here.
What a turn of events there.
That was crazy.
All right, Punisher just about down here.
Yeah, Punisher's down. Although that stun did land, and oh, that ring. Diablo's gonna fall. He does not have souls.
Oh, that could be disaster.
That could be disaster. They might actually, PsychoSwarm might win here.
Oh my god. The core is down to 63%. Lucio down.
So much damage.
He's
taking out Kael'thas.
Oh, so much damage coming out from Ragnaros, though.
Junkrat is still on the core.
40% on the core. Junkrat poking away.
Oh my gosh, but Ragnaros is back up on the molten core. He's doing a ton of damage.
Dahaka's gonna take out Junkrat.
Oh
my god.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot believe that just happened.
Meanwhile, there are catapults
crap.
back at the other core. There's 3 catapults.
Oh my god. They better get back.
PsychoSwarm is falling fast. They've got to defend against those catapults.
Oh my god.
Wow.
32% on PsychoSwarm's core. This is insane.
The reverse is on the reverse.
I can't believe this. This is amazing. Jaina grabbing this camp down here, Rag grabbing the other one on the other side. Both teams just wanting to get these mercs, like, pushing for them. I mean...
Well, especially, Arrogant Nephalem needs to get that bottom camp so that they have, more pressure. But the bottom lane is pushed out pretty well. Meanwhile, PsychoSwarm needs to get the top camp going because Blue is pushed up so far, they won't have any time to defend. They don't want those catapults on their core. Oh my gosh, that was just...
Whatever happens, both these teams have played an excellent game.
So here we are at 25 minutes in.
Right?
Both cores below 40%. There is a shield on PsychoSwarm's core.
Oh, the glitch.
There's a problem with the glitch, and you can't quite see
is that little line right there?
So the line that you see, that's where the shield is. It's a Aliob's bug.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So we're gonna go back to our carefully avoiding each other, and trying to clear things.
Arrogant Nephalem, they would really like to take out this middle fort here. They're looking at it. They don't know where PsychoSwarm is right now, though. So
right.
I think they're smartly backing out of that.
Yeah, well, they want to clear that camp as well. So this works a little bit in favor of PsychoSwarm because the shrine is top. So Arrogant Nephalem is going to have to be very aware of bottom lane pressure. They did have the camp down there, but PsychoSwarm went down and took it out, which is really smart because that means it's just minions fighting each other. And eventually that, it's even with the catapults against each other, eventually it's going to the catapults are going to press it towards Arrogant Nephalem's core, because PsychoSwarm has the catapults.
Oh, wow, we got to throw on Diablo. He's taunted. Here comes Last Rites.
Garrosh is isolated and very low, but he's a Garrosh and he has invulnerable.
D-shield is used there. Was that D-shield or was that just
That was D-shield used. Okay. Ring of Frost only lands on Kael'thas. Oh, he got blown up. Dahaka is running for his life.
Yeah. Ooh.
Molten Core is being used, but, it's not going to be enough
Got a stun on Garage. Rag just raining all kinds of fire down all over PsychoSwarm, but they are still
healthy. I mean, Uther at this point's healing is really, really able to keep up with the damage they can put off, especially with Kael'thas down and Diablo down.
Mm-hmm. There is good news for Arrogant Nephalem, and that is that they still have a very healthy keep up here in the top. Now, this Punisher is going to do a lot of damage, but it should delay it long enough to where they can get, all 5 of their members up for the defense.
It is, and honestly, I'm a little bit surprised when they got the 2 kills that they didn't just head to the core and finish it, that they decided to continue getting that Punisher.
Yeah, that's a good point. That definitely was a call they could have made for sure. All right,
so right now we've got the Punisher and the 4, trying to take down this keep. Malthael did go back to defend core. I'm not really...
Arrogant Nephalem, they're burning through this Punisher. It's already about a 1/3 health.
It is, and this Punisher hits hard at level 24. They're probably going to lose this keep. Oh, that ring did land. That root.
Low. Molten Core again.
Oh, that's
this
Punisher.
Is huge right here.
Yeah, the Molten Core is nice. If they can get the stun on the Malthael, can they flip him? Nope.
Oh, that would have been great.
That Malthael.
Yep. Wow, they even saved the keep.
They saved their keep, and Garrosh saved the Malthael. It was good plays all around.
Wow.
You know that Arrogant Nephalem is excited to have their keep, and PsychoSwarm is a little bit frustrated that they didn't.
Definitely, especially with a level 24 Punisher.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure under normal circumstances you would expect to end there, but that Ragnaros made a huge difference.
Yeah, Ragnaros has definitely been paying off really well for this team. He's, putting out great damage. He's gotten 7 of the kills, and most importantly, he has defended the heck out of their structures, and is a big reason why they've not been farther behind in structures.
Yeah, absolutely. Just taking a quick look at the damage here. So we've got look at all that damage from Ragnaros. So much siege damage, so much hero damage, and then but on the other side for PsychoSwarm, we've got tons of the same coming out of Junkrat.
Yeah, and the Malthael's nothing to laugh about either. Malthael and Junkrat both have just, these teams are both doing work.
For sure.
The damage taken numbers for both Diablo and Dahaka are just insane.
Yeah. Both teams just kind of trying to clean out their lanes here.
Yeah. Yeah, the control 2 puts forth the little thing at the bottom. I don't know if you knew that like lets you show the...
Yes, yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't watching the stream at that point.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's also got a couple other interesting
yeah, it shows their
too,
talents.
Like experience totals. There's even one that has
healing and all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
Much fun to play with. All right. Oh, they are going for that keep up top. PsychoSwarm has had enough of it. Arrogant Nephalem is there. Landed on that Malthael, but there's no real follow-up on it. Diablo is throwing that Malthael all over the place.
D-Shield is on Malthael.
Comes out.
Oh, huge heal going out on Garrosh there. Again, Molten Core saving the day. I mean, they did lose the keep.
They did lose the keep, but they did have to back off.
That actually is a huge win for PsychoSwarm, though, because it's that top lane that, it was pushed out so far. So now at least they're going to have their own catapults moving through that lane as well now.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this fight on this shrine is going to be a really big deal. So much fire damage going out. That ring hits, but does not actually land on anyone except Diablo. Diablo did have souls.
That's good.
Oh, the stun onto the Dahaka, though. Nice Lucio Boop coming in there to save the day. Malthael is super low. Oh, Garrosh saves him with that throw.
Really nicely played by Cars and Guitars there. Definitely saving Malthael.
That throw was really good. Arrogant Nephalem is quickly catching up on this. Junkrat died.
Yes. Wow. There goes Garage.
Malthael's also gonna fall.
This could...
Malthael is gonna be able to come right back, but they're gonna be able to get this shrine easily now.
Yeah, I mean, they do have, well, not much of a fort to go through, but they still have to get the whole front wall to the keep, and the keep, you know, with
There are also catapults at their core for Arrogant Nephalem, so are they gonna ignore those, or are they gonna go back? Dahaka's gonna go clear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to.
Whoa, what's going on down here with PsychoSwarm?
Oh, PsychoSwarm is just gonna see if they can go for the cheese win.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's not a cheese. They're just gonna go for a win. Apocalypse is going out, but Jaina was ice blocked.
Oh my,
they're gonna race
is this
it.
a
Look,
race?
got...
Holy
cow.
cow.
I don't know about this.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
Uther did just... Oh my goodness, Diablo's down.
Everybody,
down.
so much damage going out.
Shields are almost down on both, but they've got the whole team there on Arrogant Nephalem's core, and PsychoSwarm wins that. Yeah.
Oh my god, what a game.
That was crazy. Wow. Good game indeed.
Oh, wow.
Holy Macanolia, 33-minute shrines game.
I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah.
I have the stats screen pulled up. Wow. Okay. So
wow.
Look at these numbers because the game was so dang long. 19 kills, 17 kills. You know, the teams were really even in kills. You know, and just tons of damage and siege damage coming out from both sides. That's almost 400,000 siege damage by Ragnaros.
Yeah, I mean, Ragnaros did a ton of siege damage, but when you have Lava Wave, that's what you're going to do. So that's not, I mean, in a 33-minute game, that's nothing for Ragnaros with a Lava Wave to do. You know, there were so many times where PsychoSwarm was so low health and they just didn't have a finisher. I still think Smash would have there.
I don't know.
He got a ton of value out of, you know, he was able to keep them in that game a long time with Lava Wave.
Yeah, because there were several times he used that Lava Wave, you know, when they were trying to push in with the Punisher, and they just couldn't because they had to move for the wave. So
right, but
I see what you're saying too, though.
That final race was just, you know, something, and I have to wonder if Arrogant Nephalem isn't just kicking themselves that they didn't all just go top at that point, rather than trying to split and just having Lucio
just do a true race.
Yeah, because, you know, once the shield was down, the whole team of PsychoSwarm was there. It was going to knock that core down. That was really, really good play, though. That was a fun game.
I loved it. You know, I honestly, I think, you know, we can definitely nitpick, like, different decisions or whatever, but overall, dang, you know, like, both teams played amazing. I mean, both of them played a winning game, really.
They did. Oh, that was heartbreaking. The back and the forth and the, oh my gosh. That was fun.
Oh my god. Okay. Right. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that as much as we did, because definitely that was super exciting. And we still have a game to go between these two teams. The next one's going to be on Braxis.
Braxis!
Man. Super pumped. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break while we get the next game ready to go. Shouldn't be too long. We will be right back and hope you stay tuned, because I'm expecting some exciting things from game 2.
Great things.
Hello, everyone. We're already back, and we're still just pumped.
That was just so much fun. I can't wait to see Brexit.
So I'm Swingtime. I'm here with Circe, and we're just still like the whole break. We were just like, "Oh my god, that game!"
Right? That was just intense. It really is swing time.
For sure. It looks like the teams are ready to jump into Braxis here, so I am going to go ahead and get that launched. And...
Oh, Braxis. One of my least favorite maps. That's in competitive.
Yeah, I know. You know, a lot of teams hate this map, like hate it.
Well, you know, so much depends on your ability to have a strong solo laner, which in and of itself isn't a problem. But then it's also, you know, your 4-man, knowing how to rotate your 4-man. And frankly, the objective is just so strong.
Yep.
That Stukov ban coming out right away,
Yep.
They know how important that point defense is, and they want none of those silences.
Yeah, you do not want to let Stukov through.
Oh, look at the Ragnaros respect.
Well, yeah, this is another really strong map for Rag, and I do not blame PsychoSwarm at all. And
oh, arrogant Nephalem grabbing the garage. They were like,
okay.
we see your game, and we raise it.
Gul'dan really strong on this map as well. I like that pickup by PsychoSwarm.
I like the Dark Nexus skin as well.
Very awesome. Look at that. That does look really great, doesn't it?
It's so good. It is. It is. I wish.
Why do you think his hands are shaking like that?
I mean, you know, he's pretty high on the fell.
Yeah, I think so. A little. I think he needs
got a lot
more
of power coursing through it. Hard to contain all that fell energy.
Yeah, he's ready to cut loose here.
Cut loose.
Let's see.
What are they going to put to go with this, Gul'dan?
Really, really thinking hard here about what they want to do.
Can we see the Diablo come out from PsychoSwarm?
I think that could be a really good choice, especially, you know, on this map. Diablo's nice, you know, and on those control points.
Johanna! Oh, that's my bae. And my favorite Johanna skin.
Interesting, okay.
I love her. I love her so.
Johanna is really, really awesome.
She is, and that skin is my favorite. Absolutely.
Do you think that? Are you surprised they took it so early in the draft?
You know, a little bit. Johanna is not really one of those high priority tanks. You know, like a Diablo or a Garrosh or even an ETC kind of tends to be higher priority. But I have seen Jo having a lot of success in NGS games, and even in HGC games. So she's definitely come back in popularity. You know, you group her with something like a Gul'dan, she sucks everybody in, and he can, you know, absolutely land his shots and throw poison, fell, infused damage on everyone easily. Group them up and then fear them all so that they are, you know, running in. For the alliance. There's Jaina, so Garrosh is going to flip them into Jaina's.
Oh,
Lunara.
Double mage. I mean, kinda.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Especially into a Gul'dan and this early. I mean, she does have a lot of movement, so if she can, you know, hippity hop out of his orbs and things. Yeah,
I mean, I'd be a little nervous just because, you know, Garrosh is going to be trying to throw members of PsychoSwarm, like, back. And I just hope they don't land, like, right next to Jaina, right next to Lunara, you know?
Well, you know, Jaina's not so scared of people landing next to her because she can throw, you know, snow in their face and slow them way down. And Lunara can do the same thing. So, I mean, if they do get thrown, they are going to be, you know, running through mud, you know, muddy snow.
Yeah.
Trying to get back.
That's true.
I wonder what kind of healer they're gonna, you know, I feel like Uther's not going to work well for this.
No, I think you really need an AoE healer to combat all the poison that's going to be going out.
I wonder if they're going to ban, they're going to ban the Malfurion.
Yeah, you have to,
that
right?
root would be, you don't want that root. I wonder if we'll see like a Blaze or a Sonya ban here. You know, they haven't picked a solo laner yet on either team, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sonya's still available. She could be really strong on this map.
Sonya, you know, Dahaka, although not as strong as Sonya on this map. You know, especially in Div C, Greymane, they don't want to deal with the Grey. I can see that because Greymane just ruins Lunara's day.
Yeah, Greymane can also be decent laning against different warriors, too.
Yeah, Greymane has a lot of laning abilities.
They may have...
You can also camp.
Yep, for sure. They may have something in mind for their solo laner, and they don't want to, you know, PsychoSwarm able to pick up the Greymane to combat that.
Right. I wonder if we will see the Malfio come out again, or if we'll see something a little different, like... You know, Nazebo's not so great on this map because it's a shorter map usually, so he doesn't get as much value. You know, because Nazebo really likes games that go to 20.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know,
what about something like Chromie, who can stay back, who's not really ever in danger of getting thrown by the garage and can just kind of, you know, drop in a ton of damage.
Great, but they already have the Gul'dan, so I really think we'll.
I want to see double mage. Would you even count Lunara as a mage? I mean,
she's mage.
She's kind of a combination because I know she does have the auto attacking too. But we are going to get Leoric and Ariel. The Ariel to go with that Gul'dan classic combination.
Yeah. And Oriel is part of the recent rework, so she's supposed to have a little bit more oomph. You know, a little bit more oomph with her.
Yeah, I know her Detainment Strike knocks back farther. Right.
Entertainment strikes knocks back farther. I think her energy gain has been smoothed out even more.
I think you're right.
You know, Leoric is probably going to be their solo laner. He's great at that. He can also bring a lot of damage reduction. Oh, hello, husband. My husband is going to.
Hello, husband. Hello, Circe, husband.
Brought me a latte.
Oh man.
We're going to have Rexxar in the solo lane.
I'm jealous. Rexxar is always fun in the solo lane.
Right. So Rexxar versus the Leoric.
And Morales.
And they're picking up that Morales.
Wow. Junkrat again.
I feel like Arrogant Nephalem might have a hard time keeping their team alive.
Yeah. I mean...
PsychoSwarm also, I mean, they have... Well, the Junkrat can do a lot of displacement, and the Ariel can knock back, so they have a little bit more ability to push people away, whereas Garrosh wants to go in and flip them. They don't really have any way to stun him or lock him down.
Yeah, they don't really have any follow-up for that throw, do they? Other than, like, slowing, I guess, for Jaina and...
Well, no, I mean, Arrogant Nephalem can follow up with the slows, and, I mean, and...
Yeah.
Garrosh can turn around and stun whoever he threw. That's not the problem. What I'm saying is PsychoSwarm doesn't have anything to stop Garrosh from walking in, throwing someone, and walking back out. Because all they really have is Johanna. And if she takes her stun at 10, then she has that. But otherwise, it's just the condemn pull-in.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point.
You know, Gul'dan doesn't have a stun. Leoric doesn't have a stun. Junkrat displaces, but doesn't have a stun.
Yeah, the only stun they have is, well, like you said, Johanna, and then
does Oriel's when Oriel strikes, does she stun?
Only
she
if
into that, right?
Only if they hit a wall. They have to hit a wall or something. It's kind of like Diablo. So here we go. So on the side of Arrogant Nephalem, we have Kime on Jaina. We've got Trade Plane Morales, Dekilidin on Rexxar, Meg on Lunara, and Grosh will be played by Segatai.
I see how you gave me the hard name again.
I'm sorry! I'll help you.
No, it's all good. On the side of PsychoSwarm, we have Cheese Sticks on the Gul'dan, Cujo on the Junkrat, Zuva on the Ariel, Cars and Guitars on Johanna, and Magic Walrus on the Leoric. We should have asked them how they say that name.
Yep. For sure. I'll remember that for next time. So we apologize.
Apologize for not checking those names first. So Leoric
lost
already
to
had to
Zuba.
go back and tap.
That's what I'm guessing. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. With only the garage, do you think that's going to be enough protection for Jaina and Lunara and Morales?
Well, that's what I'm not sure, but they are putting a ton of damage onto that Johanna. Look at all that damage.
Johanna getting so low.
Had to pop her unstoppable to get back.
Let's take a look at the top lane here. Pretty even. Both the warriors are at full health.
They did. Leoric did already have to go back and tap, however, because every time he kind of gets in close, there's a bear in his face.
Right. So we've got Arrogant Nephalem picking up both control points right now.
Yes, yes they have. Johanna's getting on there.
Yep, here comes PsychoSwarm. Got
They
displaced.
were able to stop it, but oh, Johanna's getting so much damage from the dots of the Lunara and then the Jaina damage.
Yeah, that magic damage is just really draining Johanna quickly. I don't think they can get back on there.
Not sure that they can quite yet. And
That
of course,
bear
you know,
is just being totally annoying up here on the top control point.
yes, Rexar is all Misha, take the point. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I mean, he could just send Misha in there, and even if she dies, I mean, it's not ideal, but I mean, as long as she can hold that point as long as possible.
Oh, that throw on the Johanna, she's gonna have to unstoppable to get out of there, but she's gonna be fine.
Nice displacement by Junkrat, just kind of just disrupt the damage coming out of Arrogant Nephalem.
It is. Did you see how far back that stunned, though? Just threw that Lunara all the way back. It did have a definite increased range.
Yeah, for sure. That's really nice to see. I would love to see more Ariel, to be honest. I've always liked
I know,
Ariel.
she's a lot of fun. Gul'dan's doing a good job, and Junkrat, of getting this cleaned up.
Displacement on
Placement
Jaina.
on that Jaina, but they're going to kill the Johanna.
Ariel getting low as well. She has no energy right now.
It's hard to get energy when her team can't get a lot of damage out.
Yeah.
Putting her head on Junkrat, that should help some. He can send out and fill her up pretty quick. Probably
Yep.
faster than the Gul'dan, just because he has a lot more range.
Yeah, exactly. Gul'dan has to be careful, whereas Junkrat can just kind of throw some grenades out and
Yeah.
be safe at the same time.
They're going to come back in. They really want to get this fort down. I
Well,
think the
there's only
problem
3
that
of them, so I think they're gonna have to
There
back
is.
out. Yeah.
the difficulty is PsychoSwarm is having a really hard time getting to that Morales.
Ooh, in the top lane, Leoric might be falling. Yep.
Oh, yeah, he's gone. The dots from the Lunara.
Man. B-stepping. That's fancy.
Fancy.
We got Rexar invading here, but Leoric, you know, one of the benefits of Leoric is even when he's dead, he could get so much vision safely of the other team.
Right. Obviously, that death
They
there
did
was just
finally
getting
get that
trait
fort
value.
down there.
They did. They were very determined to get that fort.
Well, yeah, so it looks like PsychoSwarm kind of gave away the fort in order to pick up the mercs there.
Yeah, so there's Garage with his unstoppable. He's able to just walk kind of away, even though Johanna landed a great condemn on him.
So Rax in chat is expecting Horrify to come out from the Gul'dan.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be shocked if I don't see
Agree.
a Horrify.
I haven't seen too much Reign of RNG.
Throw on Leoric, and he is going to fall.
Yep. Leoric
Yeah, I mean,
will be able to
between
come
the-
back, like, just by, draining the other team even while he's dead. So he's already back.
Yep. He is back. Meanwhile,
Nice kid
Lunara
right there.
is just doing a lot of work up top. Rexar is soloing the boss.
Whoa.
Rexar is soloing
You
the
are
boss.
absolutely right. I was wondering
and
why
our team
Lunara was up
has
there.
No idea.
They've
So the
got to
Lunara-
be thinking it now, though, right? With the
They
Lunara
probably
up there?
are not, because they are not moving. If they were thinking it, they would be moving towards the boss, and instead they are looking at the points are coming up.
Oh my god.
They don't even realize. They probably forget that Rexar can do that.
Yeah.
And now they're like, oh, crud.
You know, I know this is a map that gets banned out a lot. So there's a good chance that, you know, some of these teams may not have really played that many, you know, games on this map.
And you don't see a lot of Rexar outside of this map in a lot of games. So people don't realize that he can do that. So
yep.
So now PsychoSwarm is like, oh, we should probably come defend this boss.
Yeah, so again, we've got both control points picked up by Arrogant Nephalem here.
Yeah, Johanna's going to go on there. Rexar is still alone top with the bear.
The bear. Holding the point.
The Yorick fell
barely.
Down. Man. Barely. Oh. But look, he has not given up the point. And
oh my god.
Your sacrifice was worthwhile, Misha.
Oh wow, we gotta engage coming here.
You know, Rexar is giving him some extra treats.
Oh, for sure.
Level 10s have been reached by Arrogant Nephalem, so they're gonna go all in on this push with this. They want to take this other fort down and push their advantage as much as they can with their 2-level lead.
It looks like we're gonna get a stem drone to Lunara in our future.
Woo! Oh, the poison!
Bestial
Wrath. My gosh, that fort is falling. Meanwhile, Yorick is trying to soak some damage down there and trying to get them caught up a little bit.
Taunt from Grush and Leaping Strike. Yeah.
Oh, the bear got flung over the wall.
Misha, no. Well, if it's got to be someone, I mean.
Right, poor Misha. Taking out this keep wall, they are just tearing through. Still no ultimate abilities for PsychoSwarm yet.
Yeah, still over half a level away.
Nephalem has decided to go after this Leoric. Will the bear get the stun? He will get the stun.
Leoric?
Leave this
may
Leoric
not be long for this world.
Nope. That was a nice pick, nice rotation. Heads up play by Arrogant Nephalem there to go down and grab that Leoric.
Yeah, absolutely.
So PsychoSwarm is debating if they should get on this camp or not. Lunara is going to scout them out. They still don't have ultimates, so they're probably just going to walk away here. They don't want to risk.
I don't think they
losing another fight.
They're about to get ults. Oh, we got.
Oh, that Ariel just got thrown. Meanwhile, Jaina is in a lot of trouble, but not as much trouble as Oriel. Oh, but Jaina's going to fall. Johanna did get that kill. I was wondering if it was Johanna or the camp that would get it.
Yeah, so we've got a 1-for-1 here. So now we do have ults for PsychoSwarm. So Arrogant Nephalem, I mean, that was looking like a pretty solid invade, and they're going to have to back out and give this bruiser camp over to.
I mean, that was smart at that point. Even though they did take out the healer, they lost their Jaina, they were low on health. It was smart at that point to go ahead and back out. They didn't need that camp. They haven't lost any buildings. They haven't even lost any walls yet, so they're not too worried about that.
And to kill it in on the Rexar is going to go ahead and pick up the bruisers for Arrogant Nephalem.
Yes, yes, he is. Johanna is soaking top instead of Leoric. That is an interesting choice.
Yeah, just because Leoric doesn't really have peel for his team.
Well, I mean, he can do a fair bit of damage, and he can do a lot of reduction.
Did he go?
He went March of the Black King, which is smart, actually, on this map, because they don't necessarily have a very bursty comp to kill someone who's entombed, you know? They can't drop anything on them, so the March of the Black King is really good.
Yeah, and especially on these, like, tight little control points, too. Well, big fear onto Morales. Well done.
That was well done. That's going to cause some serious problems for Arrogant Nephalem. They're going to need to back out.
Yep.
Rexar is taking their camp. I wonder he needs to just leave that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, he realizes, and so he's out.
Yeah, he'll probably stick the bear there and just try to delay as much as possible, but that bear is definitely going to be dying.
The communication on these two teams seems to be really quite good. Like, they do a great job of rotating and, you know, seemingly anyway, to kind of call out when the other team needs to back off. Arrogant Nephalem in particular, you know, they were able to gank that Leoric, but the Rexar backed off, and so I think that their comms must be pretty good.
Yeah. Agreed.
Nephalem is trying to get this point. They want this.
Yeah, I mean
they are up with talent here.
Yeah, they've got a lot of poison damage going out on the Johanna again. There comes March.
Bear is in the back line, causing a lot of damage.
Lunara is stemmed. Look at all that damage she's pumping out right now. Oh my god.
She is throwing the fastest spears.
You know, it's interesting. This is PsychoSwarm's map choice, but I feel like Arrogant Nephalem is really playing the map well.
They are. And look, they have Rexar heading for that boss once again. While PsychoSwarm is taking the point, even with the Leoric down, they're just going to go ahead and get their camp and put Rexar on the boss. PsychoSwarm isn't even thinking about checking.
Oh, Magic Walrus!
Oh, did you? No.
No.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
None of them even saw!
Now they're like, wait a minute! Wait a minute!
They're on it! Oh, but Garrosh is there?
Ring out.
Look at that ring!
Gul'dan
that ring was
gone.
Beautiful. Gul'dan gone. Junkrat gone. But they stole the boss!
Oh my god!
Nobody stood on the point and they stole the boss.
What?
All of Rexar's hard work.
Rexar's gotta be crying right now.
He's probably not the happiest Rexar at this moment.
So we got Morales defending the boss.
The rest of the team is going to come up and join them. She will not defend alone. Meanwhile, they can't secure the horde of little monsters either, because PsychoSwarm is able to rotate. That was really great of PsychoSwarm to make that decision to go down there and invade that boss.
Yeah.
That was great skill.
I didn't think they were going to get there in time. Interesting, though. I mean, Arrogant Nephalem still are the only ones with beacon progress.
Yeah, unfortunately, PsychoSwarm has not been able to secure both beacons, and this is going to be enough, I think, for them. They just need to stay on the point.
Yep.
Yep, and they are going to get that. So the blue Zerg happens once again.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing is when you don't have any Zerg to really defend against, I mean, you're free to push as much as you like. You don't have to send somebody back to defend.
Right. Well, you know, Rexar is just such a great solo laner, and with his ability to use Misha as fodder and as stuns, and that extra body on the playing field, that you don't have to worry too much about giving the enemy a lot of experience when he dies. You know, it just really allows Arrogant Nephalem a lot of play.
Oh,
there goes the Riptire. Just trying to get some damage on them, trying to displace that Morales. It did interrupt her healing beam for a second. Crystal Aegis goes down, but it is not going to save Oriel.
Great stun by Rexar on Oriel there.
Absolutely. Timed it really well coming out of that Crystal Aegis. This keep is probably going to go down here. Arrogant Nephalem really wants it.
You know that PsychoSwarm's done a good job of getting the Zerg cleaned up, though.
They have. They don't have a lot of Zerg left here, and Arrogant Nephalem is going to need to be careful lest we end up in a situation like we did last game. But they are going to get this keep, and then they're going to walk away. So that's smart.
Yeah, definitely.
They're not going to try to push in harder.
Probably just going to go in position.
They are going to go and try to grab this camp real fast.
Yep.
PsychoSwarm is looking at it as well. Oh, Johanna!
Oh, boy. Taunt coming out.
That taunt. Unstoppable, though. She should be okay. Oh, that Ring of Frost, though. Junkrat's gonna fall. Ariel's gonna fall. Johanna's now also gonna get away. No, she's gonna fall.
Oh, wow. Nice throw by Garrosh.
Oh, my gosh. And they have this camp. They can go in now if they want.
I think they can, too.
I'm pretty sure they can, but they might just decide to play it safe and go get camps. They may not feel they have enough time. Nope. Wait, maybe they do realize it.
Yep, they changed their mind.
They're like, wait a minute, we killed them all.
Yeah, did they wait too long, though?
I mean, the other team is going to be coming up now. They're trying to get this kill on the Yorick, which does give a staggered death. That's in their favor. They are all there. They can start getting on this core. They have a ton of damage for it. Crystal Aegis already being popped by Oriel.
Riptire came out as well.
Yeah, Morales is really
Core is falling.
safe.
Lunara stemmed again.
Lenora is stemmed.
We're
She's
at
putting out-
50%.
I think this might be
I
game
think
for
it might
Nephalem,
be.
but they are kind of backing off. It's just Misha on the core. Misha's
Misha!
on the core.
MVP! Well, downfalls.
Oh, 1%. Yes, they did. Wow,
Oh my god.
That was a really, really great game by Arrogant Nephalem to win that game.
Oh my god. That was awesome.
That was great. So
I enjoyed watching that Rexar, and how he was using Misha on the point.
Misha is absolutely MVP of that game. That was just some phenomenal Misha play.
For sure. I have the stats pulled up from the game. This time the kills were very much in favor of Arrogant Nephalem. That poison damage coming out from Lunara, even though she wasn't the top hero damage, it just seemed like it had a huge impact.
Well, she was able to soften them up, and then, between the stuns that Rexar and Garrosh were able to provide, Jaina just does so much burst damage, and was really good at following up on every throw that Garrosh got, and every stun and slow that he hit, she, and that the Lunara hit, she just followed up and was able to pump out that damage.
Kime 10-1 on Jaina.
Yeah,
Really
it
nice.
was really, really well played by Kime.
Yeah, some really nice rings were coming out as well.
Those rings were on point. She got 2-3 members with every ring, basically. It was really well done.
I'm going to see if we can get the captain here for Arrogant Nephalem in for an interview.
These were some exciting games.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they really were. This has been definitely one of my favorite matches to cast for sure.
Yeah, they really put on a good show. You can tell why these teams are neck and neck in the standings.
I'm sorry if you
fun.
hear my cat.
Hello, kitty.
Hello. He says hello. All right.
Says hello.
Something weird might happen with the picture here as I switch over to Discord to add Trave into our call, so don't be alarmed, anybody. All right.
Do not be alarmed.
Oh, he's already here. Kind of. Yeah. I think
Yes.
it worked.
It seems to have worked.
It
Hello?
worked!
Hello, is this working?
Yes. Let me
Alright.
fix something real quick here, because I knew it was going to kind of wreck my scene for a moment. Because we want to see Cersei's smiling face, because I know we both have smiling faces after that awesome match. How are you guys feeling, Arrogant Nephalem? This is Trabe, their captain.
We don't know how to feel. I think we're not going to know how to feel for a while.
Those were intense.
It was kind of a blur as we were sitting there thinking about game one the whole time. So eventually I'll be able to rewatch game two and learn what happened.
Well, your Rexar was on point for one.
Yeah. Oh my. Okay. But wait. Let's start with game one.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah. Just a little bit. I know. I know you guys lost game one, but
Okay.
oh my
Let's jump
god,
into it.
what a game! Like, it was amazing. It was so just like touch and go, like go into each other's cores, and we kept thinking one of you was going to end, and somehow the other team was able to save it, and it was just amazing. Was that a really stressful game for you guys?
Yeah, I would say we were really stressed out about like 16 minutes in probably, and that game went like 28
33?
or something.
33.
Yeah, there was a lot of stress for an extended period of time. That is definitely how I would describe that game.
For sure. Now, that was your map pick. Did you guys get most of the heroes you were trying for on that map?
Yeah, I would say we did. We knew going in that this was we wanted to get one of Garrosh Diablo. We probably wanted to get Ragnaros. We maybe wanted to sling into Haka.
Mm-hmm.
We got all three of those, so we were feeling pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all those picks worked out at varying different times. They didn't ever really work out together at the same time, which is a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the Ragnaros play on that map. I mean, the amount of siege damage and hero damage coming out, that was Dakilidin, right, on the Ragnaros?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dacus had a just an incredible amount of success with Ragnaros, especially on Infernal Shrines throughout the whole season.
Yeah, he looked really, really strong. And I know that, seriously, I know you want to ask about Smash. So go ahead.
About what now?
Smash.
Oh, and now, you know what? I'm just going to let that go. That's my own.
She was hoping for Smash, but the lava waves
was.
seemed to work out pretty well for you guys as far as just keeping PsychoSwarm from being able to push in on a lot of the forts and the keeps.
Yeah, if you like Smash, you can try talking to Dekilden about it. We've tried for a long time, and she is not on board. She loves the lava wave.
Fair
she
enough.
loves the rogue difficulty at 20.
And I totally get it. It's Lava Wave is fantastic at clearing waves and extending games, and kind of what I was saying during the game. And if y'all watch the VOD, you'll hear me say it, which is that the one thing I felt like y'all were missing in that game that would have turned the tide in your favor a lot earlier was a finisher.
Yep.
And that's kind of where Smash comes in. Kael'thas is fantastic at throwing out the damage, softening them up, much like Lunara did. But Jaina was your finisher in Braxis and did a phenomenal job. And Kael'thas just didn't quite have that follow-up to get those kills in the end. And PsychoSwarm was able to kind of come back and do that core. How did you feel when you realized they were all showing up for that core rush at the same time that your Rag and Leo and Lucio went to rush the other core? Did you panic a little bit right there, or what went through your mind?
So we had, when we took the shrine, we initially were conflicting, do we push mid with Punisher or do we rush top and try to end? So we ended up with 2 top, 2 mid. And then we saw them rushing back, and so the people who are mid go, we can go back, no problem. And Lucio and Ragnaros are already top, attempting to burn down the core.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was
it would have been close.
We're committed, let's stay in.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been so close either way.
Yeah.
Like, who knows? Even if you would have sent all 5, I mean, you still may not have, been quite fast enough. So don't kick yourselves too much for that.
No, it was a fantastic game. I just can imagine as a captain that you were just like, oh.
Yeah. At the end, I think what we decided on basically in between the games was that you're right. If all 5 of us go top there right after it, no problem. If all of us go back to defend and let the Punisher win, no problem.
Yeah.
How we did it, a problem, a very big problem.
That's
so
okay. You still
PsychoSwarm,
played great.
They played to their outs. They said, we probably aren't going to defend this. There's one way we win.
Yeah.
Let's go for the best. They took they saw their win condition. They went for it. We didn't respond well, so a well-deserved win to them on that map.
Yeah, for sure.
It was. So then moving forward to Braxis.
Yes, I know this is the one you really want to talk about it, and it's so interesting because this was the map choice for PsychoSwarm, but I thought you guys played this map really well.
Yeah, we were trying to decide between whether we wanted to go to Braxis or Shrines as our map pick.
Okay.
Okay.
And looking at the past games for PsychoSwarm, we thought there was a decent chance they'd take us to Braxis anyway. So we sort of took the gamble, and it paid off this time.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a lot of experience on Braxis, but I think it plays really well into just sort of how we go as a team. We're good at getting the early XP lead. We have a lot of strong solo lane players.
Mm-hmm.
And we're kind of bad at finishing out games, but luckily, Braxis sort of does that for you.
Yeah, there's definitely different pieces of this game I would like to talk to you about. First of all, in the draft, were you happy with your draft? Did you get what you wanted there?
Yeah, we knew Garrosh Diablo, we wanted to get one of those. We'd sort of been keeping the Rexar as a back pocket pick. We knew they liked to go Leoric, and we felt pretty decent about that matchup. So we just said, we'll take the early picks, make sure we actually get a finisher this time, grab the Jaina, and then just, we were able to get the Rexar, get some boss steals, and just get the early lead and keep rolling with that pressure.
Yeah, and that was Dekilden again on the Rexar, right?
Yes.
I feel
That
like
was phenomenal.
I feel like Dekilden had a really good series for you guys because that Rexar play was fantastic. I mean, and I also really liked how you guys got on the control points like immediately, and Dekilden was able to use Misha to hold that point for so long. Like PsychoSwarm could not get on there. They couldn't do anything about the bear.
Dekilden tends to have a lot of very good series, I've noticed, looking back to our past games.
Yeah.
There's about 6 heroes that if you put Dekilden on, she's absolutely terrifying. And
she is an excellent addition to your
really do too much when the hero pool's that big. She's been pushing for Rexar for a while. I'm glad we were finally able to get her around on it. And definitely paid off.
She definitely paid off on that hero. That is going to be something teams will need to watch in the playoffs. be warned.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I'm responding back to PsychoSwarm, who, again, PsychoSwarm played amazingly well both games, for sure.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a tough game going in. We've watched the other games they've played, and they're a really solid team. Game 1, obviously, we saw how solid they were. Game 2, we were able to execute our plan a little better, but there are definitely some team fights they took, and it felt like, we were up, but if they had gotten one good fight, one good pick, that could have swung pretty much immediately. So well played to that for both games.
The boss. The boss.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Boss.
The first one you guys were able to sneak, like no problem. And the second one, Circe and I were just cracking up because
that boss steal.
PsychoSwarm literally walked right by and it didn't look like they saw to kill it and on the boss. And we thought it was gonna, you guys were gonna take another boss for free, and then all of a sudden, they were like, hey, wait a minute.
I believe the voice in chat was something like, "It's okay, boss is almost dead. We've got this. All you got to do is distract them and don't lead them right towards me." And we're like, "Oh, we did do that, didn't we? Oh, good point." Yeah.
So that was well done by PsychoSwarm there. Yeah, for sure. It seemed like, you guys did such a great job of holding the points. You really kept PsychoSwarm from getting, really any Zerg that you hardly had to defend any Zerg at all.
Yeah, we knew with Gul'dan and with Junkrat, they were gonna be sort of reliant on getting really good Junkrat mines to get that initiation happening. With Johanna Leoric, they can't really force anything. So we just played the rotation game. We've got Garrosh in one lane and Rexar on the other, so neither one's gonna be easy to take. And if they take one, we've probably already retaken the other.
Right, and then of course your Jaina landed amazing rings.
Yes.
The Jaina's follow-up to your stuns and the ability to just land those rings, and then someone was leading. I gotta say, I was a little nervous about the Jaina Lunara Morales. I was like, can a Garrosh and a Rexar keep them safe enough? But the answer was yes.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I was nervous as well. I know we talked about that before the game started. It just seemed like so many squishies for Garrosh to keep an eye on, but it worked out.
Yeah, in our more recent games, we've been tending a lot more towards the sort of double tank, hard engage, blow up comp. But at the start of the season, we had a lot of those. Put Segatai on a tank, and the rest of us will pick like Genji, Vikings, Lucio, Jaina, and just leave Segatai alone to fend for himself. So he's had about 12 matches worth of practice on that. I felt pretty confident we could bring it back this time, and he could slip into that role again. He did an excellent job maintaining space, giving us the cover we needed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and at the end there, when you were able to finally finish, it looked like at first you guys kind of didn't really realize, like, hey, maybe we can end. You started that camp, and we were like, are they gonna try to,
Well, you have Rexar, and there's a camp right there, and it just looks so tasty.
I know.
You can take it so fast. But yeah, there was a little bit of hesitance there. Probably that last fight could have been a lot less scary on our end if we had moved a couple seconds faster.
So what were your comms like at that point? Were you guys like all business, or were you starting to whoop it up like at that point when you were approaching the core?
There was not a whole lot of whooping going on. we saw how game 1 went.
Yeah.
We're really good at losing game 1 and then sort of like focusing down and being like, okay, we need to actually win this game 2 probably.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit of a different tenor in our comms, I would say, that whole time.
Nice. Well, congratulations for sure. Really to both teams. I mean, either one of those games really could have gone either way. So just an amazing series.
Very, very fun series. Thanks for letting us cast it.
Yeah, and thanks for joining us for the interview as well. Do you have any shout-outs?
Just quick shout-outs to No Pointer. That's our usual support player who wasn't able to make it this time. So I got to step into the support shoes again.
You did great.
It's fun to go back into the old role and not have to do all the stress of the DPS carry. Shout outs to anyone in Twitch chat. Shout outs to just the world in general. What a beautiful
the whole world.
It's Friday, so I'm loving everything.
Oh, I hear ya.
That's fair. That's fair.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll go ahead and let you go. Hopefully, we get to cast another game for you in the playoffs, maybe.
And I know we'll see Disbanded on Monday, so...
Oh yes, we will!
Well, good
All
luck,
right, we'll
both
see you
of
on
you.
Monday. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye,
Thanks for
Trade.
casting.
Thank you. Okay. That probably just screwed up the video again. Yep. Sorry. Yeah, we're doing we're going through Discord for the call there, and it just makes things a little awkward as like people jump in the call and it expands things. But you know, trying something new, see how it works. But anyway, man, thank you, Cersei, for joining me. I've been wanting to cast with you all season. I'm glad we were able to make it happen.
Oh, well, thanks, Swing. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me, and yeah, have a great rest of your night.
And also, thank you so much for Twitch, the viewers here. We have quite a few people, a lot of team members, looks like, for Arrogant Nephalem jumping in, also for PsychoSwarm as well, wanting to listen to that ending interview. And again, great game, both of you. Cersei, where can people find you if they want to watch more of you?
Well, they can find me on Twitter under Cersei_TCC, as it says right there. And then I also stream under Cersei TCC as well. So, but no underscore on that one.
Okay, nice. Yeah, throw her a follow on Twitch for sure. She's super exciting and entertaining, as you guys already were able to see for yourself. And as for me, you can find me on Twitter at Swingtime Gaming, and also on YouTube under the same. And here on Twitch, it's I'm at twitch.tv/swingtime. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you had fun, maybe toss me a follow. That'd be awesome. And also, you know, definitely support NGS. And if you're not already playing for NGS, why aren't you?
Absolutely.
So fun.
It is.
Come check it out. I know there'll be another season coming up. We're about to head into playoffs in season 4 here, but definitely check it out for season 5 if you're not already on a team. And even if you don't have 4 other people you want to play with, you know, just jump in and you know, check out the free agent channel. You know, people find teams there all the time. So
absolutely, lots of fun times coming up. Season 5 will be starting towards the end of summer, late July, early August, but stay tuned because, like you said, we've got playoffs coming up. The grand finals will be June 17th. Playoffs will be the next couple of weeks. And then in between seasons, we might have a couple of surprises up the sleeves for people to get in on some action between the seasons. So definitely check us out.
That sounds exciting. I'll definitely be looking forward to that for sure. So for now, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to all of you, and we will see you next time. My next cast is Sunday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So talk to you all later.
Thanks so much, everybody.